Hi guys, this is Kendra Samira from Christ Speaks, and I am back with another video for you guys today. Today, this video is going to kind of be more of a testimony video, just kind of letting you know what the Lord has done in my life. So about 2 years ago, the Lord had told me that he was going to be giving me a new job and that he was going to promote me. And about 2 years ago, I was still in my wilderness season and I didn't have a job. Me and my family was really struggling, having a hard time paying the bills, eating, everything. So I was really praying to God for help, and the Lord kept telling me not to worry because he's sending me a job and that he was going to promote me at that job. So, and at the time I didn't have a job. So I remember after that word, I did get a job. However, that wasn't the job that the Lord was telling me that he was going to promote me. So when I got the job, I was thinking, I said to the Lord, I said, Lord, okay, so is this it? And at that time I was working security. I've been doing security for like 8-9 years. So I started working security at that job. And the Lord was like, this is not the job. I've just given you that job temporarily, so that I can have some source of income to really take care of my family. So I had worked that job for a little while, and I remember the Lord started speaking to me that it was time to leave that job because he was about to bring me into this other job that he kept telling me about. And so I was thinking like, okay, it's time to leave this one, and so I kind of just was like, Lord, well, what is this other job? And I just was praying for the Lord to like reveal to me, like, where was he taking me? Where was he leading me? And I remember I was begging God to give me some sort of answers because he wasn't really giving me a lot of information. And so the Lord told me, you're going to be working at the hospital. And so I was like, okay, so I began to apply for to work at the hospital, and I was just applying different positions. So I, of course, because I've worked security for like 8-9 years, or really 9 years, I applied, to work at the hospital as a security officer. And I got denied. And I was thinking, like, how is this possible? I have the experience. I've been doing security for years. I'm actually the perfect candidate for the position, and even when I went to the interview, they loved me, and was seeming like they were going to give me the job, and was just saying, you're actually what we're looking for and everything. So I thought that I had the job, but then later was informed that, they wanted with someone else. So I was kind of frustrated, and I'm like, what happened? I had the job, and the Lord was like, just kind of like, that's not it, So I was like, okay, that's not it. But I couldn't accept it. I applied again, and I think I applied 3 different times at different time frames as security to work in the hospital, and the same thing happened. And that's when I realized that it was the Lord. The Lord was actually blocking that because that wasn't what he had for me. And so I remember that I saw online a position came up. Now, mind you, I just started applying for different things in the hospital because I'm like, the Lord told me I was supposed to be in that hospital. So I would apply for different things in the hospital. I even applied to work in the cafeteria. I didn't get it. So everything was failing. Everything was failing. And so I remember this one position became available. And I said, I don't even know if I should apply to this. You know, I've been getting denied with everything else. I applied for this one position. And I remember when I applied, the lady called me right away and left me a voicemail. And I remember I heard the Lord say, this is it. This is it, you know. So I was thinking to myself, okay, this is it. This is, I finally, you know, got, it's, you know, about to get the position that the Lord has been telling me about. And so I got the position, I got hired, and I started working at the hospital. However, the Lord told me that this still was not it. So I said, okay, Lord, you told me that this was it, but then now you're telling me that this is not it. So I'm like, Lord, give me clarity, give me understanding. So the Lord began to tell me that the reason the Lord had told me this is it, because I was finally in the hospital. The Lord opened up a position to get me in the door in the hospital, but that was not the position that he had for me, that he was going to promote me to. It was a temporary position that he had allowed me to get in the hospital so that I can get familiar with being in the hospital and, you know, different things, but it wasn't the position that he was calling me to. So I said, oh, okay, Lord, I get why you said this was it. And then I get why you told me that it wasn't it, you know, because it was weird how the Lord said it, because he was telling me that this was it, that I made it in the hospital, but it wasn't it as far as the position, you know, that wasn't going to be my final position. He said that he was going to use that position, but then he was going to promote me to something else. And so I said, okay, Lord, I understand clearly now. So I worked that position. I worked that position faithfully, and I was kind of just really waiting for God to open the door and promote me to this new position that he had been telling me about. and so now many of you know that recently, about a month ago, that I was involved in a tragic incident at the hospital regarding a psychiatric patient, and it actually made the news. Many of you are already aware of that. I'm not going to go into details about that, but I will say that situation is what opened the door for what God had been telling me all along. And so after that tragic incident that I went through with the psychiatric patient, the Lord opened a door where my boss offered me a job working with psychiatric patients. So I remember when she kind of offered me that job, I was thinking, wow, this is what the Lord was telling me about for so long. But that didn't happen until this year, only a month ago. And mind you, the Lord had started to tell me this, 2 years ago when I was like in my wilderness. And so it kind of took a while for it to come to fruition. But little by little, the Lord was moving me to what he was calling me, but he took me through steps. So first I end up getting the other job, that he allowed. I got that job temporarily just to take care of my family. And then the Lord opened the door for me to get a position in a hospital, but it still wasn't the position that he was calling me to. He was calling me to the one that was going to take place this year. And it just amazes me how God does things. Sometimes we might not know the process of how things are going to take place. The Lord may tell you you're going to get a new job and then you lose a job, but it's all a part of God bringing you to where he wants you to be at that time. So yeah. And that's my story, that it didn't happen how I thought. I thought it was going to be immediate after the Lord told me. I didn't know I was going to go through different jobs and all type of things before it actually took place. So I felt like the Lord wanted me to share this with you guys, because many of you know that follow my channel that we're in the season of the new thing. And we know that Isaiah 43:19 is like the theme scripture for this year of 2020 of what God is doing. And we're in the season of the new thing, and God is doing things new, and he's fulfilling and bringing about those promises that he told us about, and many of us are walking into our promised land. But I wanted to just let you know, whatever the Lord has been speaking to you or telling you that he's going to do in your life, just have faith and believe that he's going to do it. It might not happen the way you think it's going to happen. Sometimes things don't happen the way that we expect them to take place, but you have to remain faithful, and just faithful, and trust in God, trust in the word that is going to come to pass. Because sometimes what the Lord is showing me is that what many of the things that God is doing right now is like he's restoring things. And I put it like this: a lot of the things that God is bringing to pass, we have to lose something first. And I know that sounds crazy, but that's what the Lord was telling me, that as we lose things, he will restore those things with greater things. So if people are losing jobs, he's going to restore to you a better job. If you've lost a spouse, he's bringing a kingdom marriage. Just different things that the Lord is saying that he's doing in this time. So just wanted to encourage you guys, don't get discouraged and think that God has forgotten, or if you don't see it happening right away. But just know and trust that it's going to come to pass, and just continue to stay on the word. Keep expecting it. I think for me, I never doubted. I was always in expectation of it, even though it was taking so long. And I did, keep going to God, like, okay, God, where is it? But I didn't never doubt the word. I knew it was going to come to pass. I just didn't know when. So just wanted to encourage you guys to just continue to just continue to just hold on to the word and know that it's going to come to pass. It may not happen the way you think it's going to happen, but it will happen. And you know, right now, guys, things are really accelerating, and so we can look forward to many things taking place quickly now, because we're in that season that God is doing it. He's doing a new thing. So anyway, guys, that was just a quick little testimony that I wanted to give you guys. You know, now, you know, I haven't started the new position yet, but I will be starting a new position very soon, and the position I will be making way more money than I've honestly that I've ever made in my life. So it's a blessing. You just have to trust God and know that God, He has our steps ordered, and He has our plans, the plans for our life laid out. So never doubt Him. Always trust Him, and stay holding on to that word, guys. So